Hello, Leo. What's up? What's up, y'all? This is Tarot Me Please coming at you for a general reading for Leo, March 2023. Can you believe it? We're in March, or we're approaching March very soon. I believe it starts this Wednesday. Anyway, hope you all have been good. Well, not too good. You have to have some fun, right? Anyway, here is your reading for March. Leo, lay down your cards. It's a beautiful day. It's been raining this weekend, but there's a little break right now. I'm enjoying it. You know, where everything is clean and crisp and the rain has washed away all the junk and everything. But yeah, it's nice and cool out and quiet on this Sunday. So things are good. Let's relax a little bit, Leo, and just feel the energies of the cards and let the energies flow all around, through us, to us. Let us accept the energies. I'm enjoying the incense, if you could see it off to the right. I'm enjoying the candles, my crystals. It's all good, right? Hey, you're healthy. I mean, you're alive. You have enough time to watch this. Hopefully you have a phone or a computer, so it's all good, right? Got nothing to complain about. Anyhow, let's start flipping your cards, Leo. For March, what is your energy going to be, Leo? Aww. So that's the Six of Cups. That's beautiful energy. It talks about innocence and nostalgia and memories and healing and comfort and sentimentality. So yeah, you're all like kind of touchy-feely right now. Are you amongst family in March? Or are you, thankfully with family a lot at any time of the year? Because you're all like nostalgic and feeling comforted in March. This is beautiful. See how these little kids are offering each other flowers and the cup of love, and they got a lot of cups, and they're in this beautiful little garden, in the manor and all that. Beautiful. So, having said that, Leo, what might be the energy that is crossing you in March? Okay, that's the Seven of Cups. And see, this is the Six of Cups. This is the Seven of Cups. So it's like the universe saying, I mean it, you know? The Seven of Cups is a little bit of a different kind of energy. It's about choices. It's about actually too many choices. Maybe you feeling overwhelmed with so many choices. It's like, when we get faced with a lot of choices, it's like, we don't know what to do. We feel like we might be missing out. We fear committing to something and missing out on something else. And so that's you being faced with all these choices. And, some of the choices are good and some ain't so hot. And sometimes you don't know what decision you're making until you get into it. So it's like all these things kind of, facing you, and you're like, oh, what do I do? So that's the energy that's crossing you in March, Leo. And I'm wondering what kind of choices we're talking about. Are we talking about romantic partners? Are we talking about jobs? Are we talking about places to live? What is it? What are the overwhelming choices that you're going to be faced with in March, Leo? Well, at least you have choices, so that's good. Okay, let's see what shows up in the recent past. The Tower. So, if you're not already going through a big change, like a big upheaval in your life right now, you're gonna be very soon. Because I said March is this Wednesday, the 1st, right? So, this is a Tower moment. If you don't know about the Tower, it's basically the universe giving you a nudge in the direction of your life's path and your soul's purpose. It's you having gotten comfortable in a certain situation or a certain setting or in a certain relationship where you don't really belong permanently, and then the universe comes around and says, hey, you're not supposed to be where you're at right now, you're supposed to move on to better things. And since you're not too happy to move on or too enthusiastic to move on, we're going to make you move on. With this Tower moment, you see these people are like, being ejected out of that tower, lightning crashed and all this other stuff. If you're already going through it, it doesn't feel pleasant, but at the same time it's necessary to get you on the right path towards your soul's purpose. So you would know better than me what that Tower moment is going to be, or what it has been recently. Let's look at your immediate future. What's the next step after this one here? The Devil. So the Devil is Capricorn energy. And if you're not going to be meeting a Capricorn very soon, then it's going to have something to do with unhealthy attachments. So, you can, maybe some of you are going to be meeting a Capricorn who's going to play an important role in your life. And then others of you are going to be faced with an unhealthy attachment, whether it's addiction to drugs, alcohol, or I guess these days we have vaping and meth and fentanyl, right? And, or it could mean an addiction to a person that's not healthy, or like an obsession, or it could mean greed, your obsession to money, envy, all these like really unhealthy attachments that don't serve your soul's purpose. So this is what is showing up in the immediate future for you Leos, either meeting a Capricorn or being having to deal with an unhealthy attachment. And I want to say one more thing about this unhealthy attachment. The Devil card is that these people, male or female and or both, they're attached to this unhealthy thing, but at the same time, they're not totally 100% chained. It's not like they have no power over it. It's whether they have, the willpower to break away from this unhealthy attachment. Yeah. So I think that's an important thing to say about the Devil card, is that no attachment is insurmountable. It's up to you, the person, to break away. Or if you're ready to break away, really. Okay. Now let's pull the conscious card here. What is going to be on your conscious mind throughout March, Leo? The Page of Swords. The Page of Swords is a very young, fresh energy. Anything that is the page is very young energy, whereas the Knights are kind of adolescent, teenage energy. So this is very young, fresh energy, and the swords have to do with the mind. The Page of Swords is a person who is very communicative, very good with their words, and a bit of a gossip in other people's business, trying to get information on everything and communicating that information. Yeah, the Page of Swords. I mean, the Page of Swords has his good side too, but curious, energetic, inspired, alert, vigilant, witty. So kind of like a busybody. That's what I always think of. So I'm wondering, Leo, do you already know a busybody? Um, Trying to get up in your business? Is it somebody from work, or is it a family member, or maybe a friend or an acquaintance? Because it kind of looks like somebody's going to be up in your business if they aren't already. Um, so now let's flip this card. Now, what is the energy that will be influencing you in March, Leo, although you may not be aware of it? This is on your unconscious. That is the Nine of Wands. And that's you, Leo. And you're not exactly thinking of this during your waking hours. It's kind of like in the back of your mind, but it is, an energy in you. The Nine of Wands talks about you having gone through significant battle and being knocked about a little bit and having the injuries and the scars to show for all those battles you've gone through. And you're almost at the tens. You're at the nines here. You're almost at the tens, which means completion. And it's like you're like, oh, I don't know if I want to go through another battle. I might want to quit. So this card is about persistence. And also perhaps putting up healthy boundaries. Sometimes people call this the healthy boundaries card. It's like you got knocked about because you hadn't put up enough healthy boundaries. And so it's kind of like a warning, maybe you should put up healthy boundaries. Otherwise, you're going to be knocked about some more. And you don't want that. But this showed up in your unconscious field, Leo. And so I'm wondering if in the distant past you were maybe traumatized, you experienced some toxic energy from some other people or situations, and it's like now you're weary, but it's showing up in your unconscious, not quite your waking hours. So yeah, before I flip any other cards, I do want to talk about this, needing to put up healthy boundaries and having to persist towards the end. In light of the Tower showing up in the recent past and the Devil showing up in the immediate future. So we have some challenging energies to overcome here. So I'm not surprised, Leo, that you have this in your unconscious. Yeah. Okay. Ignore that train horn. I think I'm going to close that window so it's not too loud. There we go. I'll be okay for a while. Okay, so let's go on and go on to your hopes and fears during March, Leo. Okay, so that is the Six of Pentacles card. So we have 2 sixes so far. It's like the universe, like saying, I meant it. And this, it looks more like a hopes card. Is give and take energy. I don't know if you're going to be this person or if you're going to be that person, but in any case, it's good energy because it's like when help is needed, it's given and it's exchanged between 2 souls or more than 2 souls. And that's good because if a person has resources to spare or to donate, whatever, then he should donate it. He shouldn't just keep, hold too tight onto his resources. And the same thing goes for this guy. I mean, if he needs resources, he should accept it. He shouldn't be too proud. So it's good energy. It's like pentacles and resources being circulated within the universe so that, in the future, when this person is in the position to give, then he'll do so. Good stuff. Giving and receiving help. This is your hope. Not your fear, your hope. Let's now look at what your influence will be on the final outcome of this whole thing, this challenging time. Um, what is your attitude going to be? Ooh, what a beautiful card. Look at that bright sun. Look at that red. Red in tarot cards represents, just the power, the confidence, to take on anything. Happy baby, beautiful flowers, all this good stuff. The white in tarot represents purity and innocence, So you got some nice influence going into your final outcome. That's beautiful. So your influence is going to be nice and bright and happy and successful. And then your hopes and fears, your hopes are really good, giving and receiving. Yeah. Let's now look at the external influence on your final outcome here. Something that you won't be able to control. Page of Wands. So, it's another page energy, very fresh, very young energy. And this is a person. This is a person who's going to be influencing how everything turns out. And I don't want to say it's a kid, but, I'm looking at both of these pages here, and I'm wondering if you, Leo, have kids or kids living in your house or something like that. Very young people. Because, this is the second page that showed up. This page, in particular, the Page of Wands, is all about the excitement of a new project. The Page of Wands is resilience and talking about, energy, fresh ideas, foresight. The Page of Wands is extroverted. He's into discovery and cheerfulness. So, does this describe a kid in your life? And does that describe another kid in your life, Leo? Because, I'm just, it's what popped into my mind when I flipped this card is that there are kids involved here. And they might be your kids, or maybe your sister's kids that live in the house with you, something like that. Yeah. But in any case, this kid is going to have, or this very young person is going to have a profound influence on your final outcome. Yep. All right. So with all of that said, let's go ahead and flip your final outcome card, Leo. The Hierophant. The Hierophant is Taurus energy, so you might be meeting a Taurus, or you might be ending up with a Taurus, Leo. And this is also considered the marriage or the traditional values commitment card, because here is the Hierophant or the Pope or the priest or whatever like that, and then you have the church here. So the final outcome might be a marriage or some kind of legal partnership of some sort, and or you might be meeting or partnering up with a Taurus. So do you have a Taurus in your life right now? Because this final outcome is it might start in March, or it might have already started and then it gets more intense in March. But it looks like some Taurian is going to play a role in this trajectory, and perhaps a Capricorn. Okay, take it as it resonates. All right, so Leo, that's what I have for you. I hope you enjoyed the reading. I hope some, if not all, resonated with you. And if it did, I invite you to subscribe to my channel. Tarot me, please. My name is Crystal. It was a pleasure doing your reading. Take care. I'll see you soon. Bye.